The Jets are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. Well, if you're wondering what the delay is, I think we've got a trade coming here. The Titans are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. How come nobody's at the podium? That's because both teams are right now working on a trade. The Browns are now on the clock. Hold on now. This pick is trading teams. The Browns are now on the clock. I see both teams filling out cards. You know what that means? We've got a trade.
Start your week by installing your game plan. An offensive and defensive game each week. You can, once you've made your game plan, choose to start training. And
Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns taking on Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
We're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cleveland Browns. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off,
here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. On the return, Dontrell Hilliard. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, ready to go at quarterback.
It was so interesting in the run-up to the draft to talk with different scouts. I got one to tell me that in his notes he wrote down, Mayfield, brash, happy-go-lucky, plays the
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They go with Chubb on second down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 6.
Mayfield to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
Not only does he look the part,
on first is Wentz. And quickly finding Rager. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working from the gun, Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 7 yards to pick up there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Wentz now on 1st down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
Eagles 1st down.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
For Alshon Jeffrey. Incomplete. He was covered by Denzel.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside.
Wentz's pass. Complete.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
3rd down.
Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. Again, it's Wentz. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Now Wentz again. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Ready to return, here's Hilliard. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think...
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
Mayfield on play action. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. Breaks through the contact. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku.
Mayfield's pass.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
They set up the screen to Chubb, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and...
From the gun, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
Mayfield's pass.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert.
A 29-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Browns 3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 27-yard line.
So So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
they'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
this defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Keenum. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Eagles' 47-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Again, the ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
At the 36-yard line.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Keenum. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold? No! Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Working from the gun, Keenum. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And he is going to have a Browns first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Keenum now on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On play action. Now Keenum. He'll buy some time. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jannard Avery. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 38. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
7, Browns 6.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me,
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say we're a little negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal.
On first down, Hurts. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Complete.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up
just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Got an open man, it's Burnett. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's going to have the hook up to Burnett.
Complete.
3 yards the game there. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
They'll throw now on the final play. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. 3 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started less than 1 month from tonight. In our game, the defenses look to be ready for the regular season. Maybe not the offenses just yet, but still a half to go as we get you back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that could be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Now on 2nd and 13. Keenum, and this is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 3rd down.
Darius Slay on the coverage.
From the gun, here's Keenum. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Seibert for the Browns field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7.
Browns 9, Eagles 7.
All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you can't score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out, and he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take off with it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull
Roman all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This from 44 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9.
10, Browns 9.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
We put our attention now on the Eagles' defense. And they have been disruptive in the backfield. And how often when we see this, as we look at some of these highlights, is it just better players getting in there versus scheme that is defeating the offense?
It's a great question, and I think oftentimes we rely
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
A loss of 3 yards.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock. On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big...
So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. Throwing is Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they have to try and move past that pick-6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in point. Throwing on 1st down is Keenum. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Case Keenum sacked.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
And the pressure gets to him again. The sack there by Brandon Graham coming in and bringing him down to the ground.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The Browns on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be third and forever. From the gun, it's Keenum. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Good job.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Jamie Gillendow as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives.
Yeah, so you start pointing.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
They'll look to throw now on first down. On the slant, complete to Green. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going?
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Keenum and the offense now. Down by 8. National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.